Oi, what's up? It's Demented, and today I have another review that I want to do that I've been thinking about for a while, mostly in terms of just different stuff pertaining to different main supports. I have a bunch of people that I need to go through, including today's episode, which is on Ansoonjae, as well as Mondu, as well as Skewed is going to be coming up really soon as I get access to the VODs. And just more people that I can think of in the future. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. But moving right on in, as I said before, I am going to be looking at Ansoonjae, and for this VOD in particular, I'm going to be looking at Defiant versus Uprising, specifically because if you remember back whenever I talked about Faith, I thought Faith was really a kind of gatekeeper in terms of if you're looking at someone's gameplay and someone looks better than Faith, then they're in like the more upper tier. But if they're doing worse than Faith, then obviously I feel like it's probably worse for them. But I do want to bring up that I think Faith has definitely improved a lot more than my first I guess synopsis. So this is going to be really telling, especially because the reason I'm so urgent to do Ansoonjae is because of a statistic sheet that I talked about not too long ago about basically Ansoonjae's Lucio, and more specifically like if you have listened to my reviews for a while, you'll know that especially with things like Lucio gameplay, I talk a lot about the crossfade, how much you're on heals, how much you're on speed, what gets more value when. And I saw that statistically Ansoonjae is one of the people that is on heals the most, so that's something I really want to look forward to. And to get into my preface and to start my lo-fi, I am a mostly main support reviewer that I really want to improve the role overall, because I don't think it gives as much attention as it should. Overall, I think it's really underdeveloped, so I'm going to be really nitpicky and really trying to see what there is to see about Ansoonjae's gameplay. And although I'm like a critic, I'm not one of the nicest reviewers, so any compliments should be taken pretty fucking heavily, because I don't give them out too often. So let's watch. So like immediately, like I can already tell that this is like much more passive than the typical. That's a really good boop actually. I also know a couple things about Ansoonjae, being that he was on Element Mystic, and the only thing that I had to go off of for Ansoonjae before, because I think I was trying to, and this is all fine right now by the way, which is why I'm kind of talking over it. Yeah, this is like a really good healer, really good displacement. Holy fuck. Yeah, Ansoonjae is actually a really good Lucio, thinking about it. Or at least that fight was really good. I don't want to be too hasty. But I judged Ansoonjae's Mercy, and as soon as I saw the Mercy, I was fucking appalled. So this is mostly going to be to see if this is another Lucio one trick in the league or whatever, because I know he was on Element Mystic, but I know a lot of the times I saw Unique playing more or less. Like, these reactionary boops are really good actually. Does that kill? It doesn't. But like, he's checking the ball just fine. I really like that actually, especially because like, look at how much more value Ansoonjae is getting as opposed to Faith on Brig, because Faith has to, and this is a little bit like just harder for Faith realistically, but like look at the passiveness to build beat. And then not sure I agree with that beat. So going, I guess, to backtrack a bit, that's like an ego beat, and I don't know why it happened, because if let's look at the grand scheme of things. So first off, we're already pushing their spawn, and this is fine solely because I think, okay, so Sato's dead and we're currently using dupe, so we pretty much just don't have an echo, but we do still have a main tank, and we have a tank line, everything like that. But we also get nano out as they're backing up, so there's no reason for us to make a play here. Plus, not to mention, like, positioning wise, if they want to fight, it's very much better to take a fight out here and get like nano and all that other bullshit out there, because then when they come to point, they're gonna be like more down in ults, especially with Sato coming back. That'd be a really good recontest if they blow like nano, and I think they blow rally as well. Like, it would be so good coming back from spawn if you don't use beat here. Because, like, I think he's trying to save... He might be trying to save Hisu, but it's just kind of not needed. Second guessing yourself. Almost gets you killed. Again, back to being passive, which is really fine. Is a little more loose on marking stand 1 now. But like this is what I'm expecting, because the statistic was that Ansoonjae is on heals, I believe 60% of the time was the statistic, as opposed to 40% on speed, which obviously you have to take into consideration coming back from spawn and all that other shit. So I mean, this is just poking, which is completely fine, because Uprising have to make a fight happen. So this is just good macro overall, mostly. So far the only real questionable thing has been the beat usage, and I guess that would have been good if he tried to boop I'm 37 into bomb, which it looked like he was going for, but okay. So why are we beating on cooldown? I know that the start of the fight happened there, but let's watch this. So if we're looking realistically, yes, stand 1 has mind point. Who in your comp is gonna die to fucking mines? Unless like all of your cooldowns are out, because you have Reaper who can Wraith away, you have Monkey who can jump away, Diva that can fly away, and Moira that doesn't give a fuck. There is no reason to beat here, not to mention they're rallying. So right now, well, as soon as Minefield comes out, and how far long ago was Rally popped? Yeah, it looks like it was a little bit ago. So this is an early rally from them. And I say that because positioning wise. Because right now they popped rally in this area. This is their side. If we're sectioning off, this is all neutral being the point. And then this is Boston, or not Boston. This is Defiant. This is Boston. So as soon as Boston has to use ults just to cross into neutral ground, that's huge for you. Why the fuck would you ever allow them to, like, that was something that I saw in the Mercy that I think is starting to show here, was tempo control. Because if you wait out this the rest of this rally and basically give yourself free, what is it, free like ability to not have to pretty much deal with all the rally armor being stacked, why, like, you're okay. If we're getting simple, when you aggressively beat, you have now forced your team, because this is not defensive, because there was nothing you were defending. Sure, the other team was coming at you with stuff, but they weren't on to you yet. You didn't have, like, you very easily, and I say you meaning Defiant as a whole, could have backed up as a collective, waited, had their little individual touches, because they had really good touches, and instead this aggro beat actually forces them to go in and fucks them. And I don't know how much it's gonna fuck them, But if I had to guess, I would say horrible tempo control. Like literally just wait for rally to be over and then it's fine. And then again, like I'm a little confused where like he'll go from like destroying stand one like marking wise to just not fucking caring about him. And as soon as he doesn't care, they lose like 3 to stand one alone. But this is again like the farming is fine here because like keeping up beat with with face rally, that's a really good trade-off realistically. So I'm expecting him to get another beat here, and 3 beats in a Koth map in my eyes is, even though it's it's more likely to be a 99 to 99, is still really impressive. See, where is the fucking tempo control, man? Well, let's watch this. So, okay. This is where I'll bring up my old thing about responses. I've talked about responses. I don't know if I've talked about it on the channel, but I've talked about it in my coaching, where basically Cole comes out, then immediately in response to that, now Nano has come out in response, which so far this is fine if we're taking this step by step. And now, due to this, it's a little bit bad on Nice, I'll be honest, but also like it's a lack of awareness, because was there like, did we have amp for that? Or I think we might have amped here. So amp gets beat, and then I guess we just forget Nice as a player, and then try to beat to save him. But it's like, if someone's already crit and getting beamed down by a fucking Echo, as unfortunate as it is, it's a rough day out to try and get a beat through that. It's very, very rough. I'm actually curious to see where Ansoonjae is on the IBM Watson thing, because I feel like with as passive of a style as he's playing, because he's playing correct in terms of farming ults, the amount of ults that he's getting, and everything like that, like I would I don't know. I would think statistically he would be up there. The Redditing needs some work, I guess. A little rust on that. I mean, a lot of the time in these neutral things, like, again, I was really impressed early on when I was seeing stand 1 get marked a lot, displacement boops, all that kind of stuff, and I don't know where that went. That seems to have faltered at this point. But I'm more scared to see his brig. But so overall, those have been my main takeaways. Oh, not the Mercy. Oh, not the Mercy. Okay, thank you. Like, all I remember, oh god, I remember watching this Mercy, and I didn't even have to see the first person perspective to know that it wasn't good. Okay, so I mean, this target priority is, or this pocket priority is fine. I've said it a bunch of times, and Ash Echo is really weird. Let me pause this and continue my thought. That when it comes to pocket priority of 2 DPS that are very good while pocketed, I mean, you can watch the Echo duel for if they 1v1, or if your Echo calls that they're wanting to duel or 1v1 or whatever. But outside of that, like, especially because of how like, okay, let's break this down a little further. If we have Mercy and they have Brig, they want to come to you. If you have Mercy over Brig, you want to fuck off. So you want to play for spam, so you want to make sure you're maximizing the amount of spam you're getting, right? So, with that being said, your Ashe does a shit ton of damage with Dynamite pre-fight. But then during a fight, someone who can beam down people, who can lay down stickies. Yes, damage boosted stickies are really good for, like, for pre-fight, but I would say, as I've said for a while, to pocket Ashe more pre-fight and then Echo during fights. Yep, and after they get walked on, I mean, kind of just lost Nice a lot. I was changing my lo-fi, so I don't exactly know how that happened, but I'm just, I don't even want to see, actually. I don't want to get too angry. I didn't want to watch, I fucking called off watching Mondu tonight because I didn't want to get pissed. Yeah, giving Hisu no resources from this range is really tragic, actually. Lost Nice again. Just doesn't know where to go. Okay, so Monkey, when it comes to Monkey, so let's see how this goes. So Stanley gets nanoed, and now look how juicy this clump of people is. Now, how do you fix this? Because to more of a blind eye, I would see where a lot of people would just think you can't do anything about this. But you can kind of play like bait in a way, and have either your Mercy or have someone there, like, make the, okay, let me gather all my thoughts and say that this interaction is just like a BAP with Lamp if you're a Monkey. So if you're looking at a Baptiste, if we're, okay, let's set the scene. So right now we're playing Monkey and we find a Baptiste here. That's Bap, and he has Lamp in the corner. So Lamp is keeping him up no matter what. Is it smarter for a Bap to stay right underneath his Lamp where you can cleave both targets? Or would it be smarter for the Bap to, like, for instance, Lamp somewhere either behind us, or if we're, maybe Monkey is like right here, but this is, I don't know how to show that this is Monkey. So Monkey's right here now. It could also be smart to then move this Lamp behind where the Monkey is, so then Monkey then has to be like, okay, I want to kill you, but I have to kill this Lamp that's behind me. Make him make a choice, because that one choice, and this is where again I bring up the questions and answers sort of or more of the like response triggering of, if you as Mercy are, for example, instead of right here next to your Echo, are instead like realizing how worth you are as a target, and you float off to the side. still an LOS of not only your Ana, but your Echo. Now the monkey has to make a choice. Do I want to go Ana? Do I want to go Echo? But the Mercy is also a really good choice. Like, you make him have to split 3 ways. But the more that you stay like standard and with other people, the easier you're making the decision for him. Although he does get punished, so you did get him to overextend, that's fine. That's just something micro that I would like to see. Okay, so we have Valk here. Like, ult usage I think was one of my resounding things of how bad Ansoonjae was. Nice is fucking screaming to get healed. Holy fuck. I was gonna say to stop healing your Ana's nano away, but she had it, so I can't get angry about that. I really want to watch this this Valk usage more than anything. Ooh, okay. So this is a little dumb. This is dumb on a lot of accounts. So first off, like, if you're okay, the way that I think of a Mercy Valk pocket, I think of it the same way that I think of Rally when it comes to a monkey interaction. I think that if you're a monkey player, more oftentimes than not, or if you're playing against a monkey player, more oftentimes than not, if someone that you're trying to primal juggle or someone that you're just trying to cleave is getting full pocketed, or in the other instance that I brought up, getting rallied by a Brig, honestly, more oftentimes than not, they're just going to give up and they're just going to walk away because they don't feel like it. So this hesitation to Valk, like, honestly, there could be a Valk right here. And then for all you know, Valentine could think like, okay, I mean, this is a worth copy, and then go fuck off because he knows that Lasher is just going to get fucking hard pocketed the whole time. And at the same time, then you wouldn't have to worry about losing track of all the people in around cage side, which you do. Where's Nice? Where did Nice die? Could we res? Honestly, nah, okay. Because Valentine's there, I don't think it's it's resable, at least not currently. But yeah, I think micro wise, this was a little bit of a misplay from the pocketing, or I guess pocket priority to be more specific. And again, just timing of stuff. I'm gonna get a scrunchie real quick. Oh, Jesus, that's loud. What the fuck? Okay. So, Numbani. So Numbani is a map I think can fairly be controlled by Brig. So, let's hope that that is what we see, unless it is more Mercy, because if it is more Mercy, I will gladly fuck off. It looks like it's gonna be more Mercy. Uh-oh. Yeah, I should have looked at these beforehand, but let me get my scrunchie on. And now I can skim through them a bit. because I want to see Brig gameplay. Is there no Brig at all? Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think that, like, I had notes from a really long time ago about the only Ansoonjae VOD that I saw and was not very pleased with. So hopefully there's Brig play in here, please. And if there's not, I can go to another VOD. Bro, don't tell me. I mean, either way, this was like a really good series from both Uprising and Defiant. So let me try to find versus Eternal. We can look at more, or we can look at Busan to see more Lucio. In theory. And I remember I held off on watching this for my Dredro review because I didn't want to get any precursor to Dredro, or to Ansoonjae rather. Oh, okay. A little sloppy out the gate. A little sloppy. Little slop on that one. Okay. So this is a lot more crossfadey. Another really good mark on Dawn. That's something I can say is unique about Ansoonjae that I don't see a lot of Lucios do. But now, at the same time, I feel like this would be a situation where if there's any time for you to quote-unquote Reddit Lucio, it would be this time. Solely because you have, you have a Widow on the other team. You have, Ana. That if you go pressure them, you can pressure the peel out a bit. Personally, on that little interaction over there, I would have waited for it. Let me rewind to tell you what I'm talking about. When a ball slams, I don't always like booping him in midair. Because if he slams, like right now you didn't fucking slam him anywhere. And if he slammed and was meaning to slam you for an engagement or anything, like you would still be dead the same way, as opposed to if after the slam then immediately boop him to not even give him a chance to follow up on the boop in the slightest. Whew. Something that I remember very vividly, I don't remember, this might have been a really old Natter stream, where he was reviewing a main support, but I remember him getting on someone's ass about amping out of spawn if it's just you, and I'm kind of getting on myself about that more, and I might start getting on other people a little bit more for it. Okay, I don't know why that flip was free. Also, that was a nice, tiny crossfade while on like 6 HP. Okay, so this is a much slower beat than what we got in our first one. That's an early Valk from Dredro. An early defensive Valk. I saw an opportunity to vertical boop Dawn. He tried. The wall riding might need a little. Okay. So this is now a consistent thing. Beating to save people, specifically to save people, really fucking blows a lot of the time, dude. It's really hard to get the timing right. I can understand why you would do it, but even there, that would have been so close to threading the needle. Because there's like a thing of like, you know, you just got like half dinked by a widow or some shit, and then you like stay into a corner, beat, and then peek it so people get it. But this was like a soldier died like in this corner, and you beat it on this plant trying to save him. So like there, it's the play is there, but be realistic. Don't be fucking dumb. This is fine. Little bit of a needless amp. I think speed amps are more or less starting to be like damage orbs for me, where it just gets less value, realistically. I like, the more that I think about it, a full speed amp, the more I hate it. So I might start getting on people for that shit too. Like, some rotations it's fine, but if it's needless in a rotation, okay, that's way late on disrupting. That was a good attempt to disrupt Nice for his thing. That was a solo heal amp. Okay. Well, I mean, good boot from Dawn. Man, I really wish I could see more of the Brig. Let me watch that beat a little bit closer. First off, really weird rollout for no reason. So, Dawn gets pooped. So that's a beat to, like, I don't know what this beat's matching, because yes, Adridro is rallying, and yes, Naga is in copy, but they haven't gotten value either out of any of those ults yet. And this one isn't like, it's not aggressive, but it's not defensive, because you can't be defensively ulting if nothing has happened yet. And sure, Rally came out, but like, they were still in the same position they were. They weren't forcing a brawl, or they weren't like hard shoving you or anything. Please get on heals. Come on, he's doing so well, and then like really bumming me out. Yes. Kill Adridro more. Deserves it. I mean, I can understand why that was a wasted amp. Alright. I mean, for the most part, it's hard to look too hard into like overtime stuff, so. Okay, so Hisu's fucking dead. So this is gonna be a little weird, because in this double shield matchup, or not matchup, but playing against double shield, so I guess a matchup, Basically, this helps Ansoonjae's passive playstyle. As soon as that dive happens, you're on speed for the dive to get in there and to help your people, and then immediately on heals. So this should be really good in terms of making that stuff happen. And I don't know how hard they can dive. Oh, see, nice fucking speed amp, dude. Now you gotta wait 8 seconds if you want ult charge. Oh, another full speed amp that doesn't even touch the point, barely. Wowee. That's a gamer time right there. That's a gamer move. You're just wide peeking the fucking crate. At least play drum. Like, drum is at least girthy enough for you to not fucking miss. I mean, I can understand he was looking back to peel though. Ugh. Ooh, out farmed to beat by Dreedro. And Dreedro inted it as well. Well, I mean, and that's, it kind of goes without saying. Feels bad for the EU fans. Holy shit. Oh, anyways, that was really bad on Eternal's part. Mostly just because there's no reason they should be on Lucio. They should be on Mercy. But this is a fine aggressive beat. Granted, now, like, let me wait for this entire fight to go out, because this shit just hit the fan real hard. Okay. So let me bring up a couple things about this. So this fight gets closed out, and we're looking at the fight that happens over here. So they're like, okay, we're gonna path around this way, and let me just watch all the parts. So they're like, okay, we want to rotate far right. An aggressive beat to engage their rotation. So this would be okay after the initial engagement, because if this beat goes off, and this is the only reason that it's good that Dreedro is on fucking Lucio for some reason, because if you are good with tempo control, which luckily Dreedro isn't. If we're looking at Eternal, so Oni God was set on the flank. Let's start there. Oni God was set on the flank, so they're immediately jumping into a 5v6. They meaning Defiant. So this is a really good engagement for them to take. Why did they need to beat? They didn't. Nothing forced beat yet. It just kind of came out. Like, you aggressively beat when you're down like a tremendous fucking ult economy. But they just expended beat. If you are being told that's kind of like being like, I messed up my beat when they EMP'd, so now I'm just gonna EMP our next engagement. It's like, you don't have to necessarily. So this really ends up fucking them, in my eyes, at least a bit. It fucks their ult economy, because beat comes out, they hard aggress, fucking Oni God's flank from Vietnam with Visor basically gets diminished because of them playing around here. Then, fucking, because you gotta make something happen in this pocket. And then while this is going on, now fucking Ellie didn't get ran over, so Ellie Vote is just farming. Like, there is so many moving parts that was so unnecessary for this. And plus, now even though you don't have beat to match their beat, now you don't have beat to match their flux if you aggressively beat. It doesn't make sense. Which I guess if this was their goal, to get out as many ults as possible, like, cool, you got some stuff out, but it's not an engagement I would have taken, because that was a risky one. And it seemed like they didn't really know when to like pull out or like pull back a bit. That's a really good kill on Supercharger. I mean, I think the only thing there that I can think of is playing more around drum, and then because Orisa was kind of like trying to plant her ass on these corners and kind of like, wait, it's a bear, that's crazy. Anyways, like the Orisa was like anchoring these corners and like putting her shields here, whatever. So if you just play for drum and continuously boop the Orisa back and just like be kind of a pest to her, it really starts getting aggravating. And that's what I love the most about this role, is that you just get to piss people off if you play the role correctly. That's your job. Okay, so this is a really aggressive fight. Ansoonjae gets left to take point. Playing around drum now. Wait. How the fuck did Lastro die? So we full heal amp to help Lastro, but didn't see that Lastro walked away. Oof, would have been a good boot. That's a good amp after the slam. That's a fine beat, just because it's OT. And now, this is what I was talking about in the how to actually play main support video. As soon as that beat comes out, you can start getting a little loose, you can do your aggressive shit, you can do whatever. Now this is a little different because it's OT, but plus really good boop. So, I think that's gonna do it actually. So, let me just say, I'm pretty sure it's Lucio, Mercy. I feel like this is a running theme of Lucio, Mercy, Brig being the order of the people that are the order of good that I think they are in, or how good they are, the characters. Now we didn't get to see the Brig here, but I'm just going off what I've seen from I guess a more wide perspective. Maybe I can revisit him and just look at the Brig in the future, but I don't think it's anything impressive. The Lucio was really good besides tempo control, and a little shaky on like some of the displacements, where it was like sometimes it'd be really good and other times it would be really ineffective and really a waste of boop. Mercy, there was a lot that could be improved upon, but I think the biggest resounding thing is tempo control. So hopefully I can see better with that. I mean, outside of that, I think, what else am I gonna do? So for the next couple reviews, I have Skewed Brig lined up, I have Mondu lined up, and someone else. But other than that, I appreciate the fuck out of you for watching this video. I don't know how you made it this far. If you want to know whenever I upload, follow me on Twitter. And with that being said, I will see you when I see you. Later.